Okay, I'm gonna do my intro. Before that I do the intro, I want to make a funny story real quick. A few seconds. I'm with my guest backstage thinking that I'm live and I never hit the live button. That's embarrassing. I'm doing my intro, all happy, energetic, and everything, and then the live is not on. Wow, what a rookie mistake. But I digress. I'm here. That's what it counts. Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Tech for Your Needs. Welcome, everybody. Even though I did it backwards, it doesn't matter. One more time. Good afternoon. No, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. This is Tech for Your Needs. I'm sorry that I'm backwards, but uh, mistake happens. We're all humans. So, with that said, I'm going to bring my guest, Apple Monster. You can laugh. I know.
Hey, what's up, man?
Wow. I'm all doing my intro without no guest. Ooh.
Too funny, man. Too
Yeah.
funny. Hey, it's that kind of day, you know. It's
Yeah.
Monday. We're getting ready for the week, you know. How you been, man?
Good. So we got Apple Monster and he does Apple content. And he said, everybody, most of the people know him, but if you're new over here, you don't know him, you might as well subscribe to the channel. A great friend and everything. He helped me, I help him. We all help each other. With that said, if you're part of the replay crew, welcome to hit the like, subscribe, and do every social thing media that you do. With that said, let me do the shout outs and then we get in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, Upper Monster. Hey,
Thanks, man. Thanks
Barry.
for inviting me.
Yep. Who else we got? Barry. Um, Michael Pepper. Michael Pepper. Let me. Cool. That's nice. Who else is there? Let me go down. Miles Tech. And who else? We had Tech Valor. Hola, como está? Because, and don't forget that Apple Monster also speaks Spanish, just in case, for letting know Tech Valor and everybody else. Tech King Mike, thanks for coming in. Who else? Who else? Holla at your boy. And before we continue, we're gonna keep this, civil PG 13 because I got family member watching and I want to, I hope a nice image. Showman, thanks for coming in. Snowman, correct that. And who else? Oh, I can't forget Gigi, the goddess. Yes. Phone check at work. I think did I gotta be body? Oh, MC Locks. Don't forget about him. And Bayane School, the guy with million voices. With that, so let's get into the subject. So, and Savage Scientist. So the subject is we want to talk about stuff about Apple since we got Apple Monster. We're going to talk about the M1 chip. What we think because I know each of us don't own the product, but we're going by what people telling and the percentile of people in racial about they like it, they don't like it. So we're going to base on those opinions. Take that with a grain
Yep.
of salt because we don't have the actual devices. And we're going to talk about what else events is out there for Apple. So if you want to take it away, go ahead, Apple Monster.
So based on the
Oh, I'm
M1,
sorry, but before you continue, I just want to
sure.
add one more thing before we get into the event. Since we're talking about Apple things, my apologies for that. I want to talk
No,
about
no.
this is your first Apple device, right? That you own the computer, right?
Yeah, this is my first MacBook. Yeah.
Okay, let's start with that. Let's get your pros and cons, and then we'll get into the actual devices that Apple this year. Because by you being
Okay.
new, and that we take it from there and we continue from there. That sounds better because we get your experience, and then we move on to today's whatever today's happening with Apple. Go ahead.
So I have the MacBook Pro 2020, 13-inch, and I fell in love as soon as I opened it. Just the fact that when
Regular
you
chip
open it up,
or M chip, one M or the other chip.
I think the other chip because I
Okay,
got
cool.
it because I
The
got it before
Intel.
the M1. Yeah,
Okay, Intel.
yeah. I got it way before M1 came out. Um, so yeah, I really love it. Although I wish I waited a little bit longer for the M1 chip, I do think that this is a really good computer for now, really good laptop. Um, Way better than my Windows PC, like no doubt about it. uh, you know, um, I really love, and you know what? I'm more into the Apple ecosystem now with this, because honestly, and I've said this before, when I got my iPad, I have the sixth generation iPad, and when I got that, I was barely using my phone other than for like apps like Instagram and stuff like that. And now it's even less because I'm texting, I'm FaceTiming, and doing everything I want on my MacBook, and it's just so much better. Live streaming, like, it's so much quicker. Everything is just really good about this. Um, I've had no problems whatsoever. Occasionally when I'm editing, we'll hear the fan a little bit, but it's no big deal at all. It's not like it's gonna catch on fire or anything. So
Have you done a video on your pros and cons about it or no on your channel?
I have I didn't do a video. I did talk about it on a live stream.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I
I'm
mean,
not
it's
sure.
my recommendation is good because if you do a small video, not to be a lot, if you want to, I'm giving all my
Yeah, yeah,
advice, like a 5 minute video, just saying, well, if you're a newbie, this is what I learned, this one I didn't learn, and to quick, people might be interested in that is in the same camp like you. This is my first device, so they can learn from that. Hey, and it's another video. It doesn't hurt. That's up to you.
yeah, exactly. And I might do like a couple months down the line, or maybe
Yeah, that's what I'm
a
talking about.
year. Something like that. I'll probably do, but for now, I'm concentrating on upgrading um my skills on live streaming. As you can
Hmm.
tell, I got the green screen and
Hmm.
everything. So yeah, but I do have a lot of content to come with
Cool.
the MacBook and everything. So
And what you now let's continue the next subject. What you think about the M1s, and then we'll get into any other events or anything else happening for Apple.
man, like I said before, had I waited a little bit for the newer computers, I probably would have gotten it. A lot of people say it's just a lot more faster when it comes to doing YouTube stuff and just things in general. It's just a lot faster than um, the computers that we have now. So yeah, I honestly think they're really great computers, and I think I'm definitely gonna upgrade once this one starts to die down.
Hmm.
One thing that I have that like
The
um
software.
at, yeah, one thing I love is the software on these computers, and not to say I am an Apple sheep and everything. You know that out of
Yeah.
everybody. So it's just awesome. It really is. Um,
But if you be to be honest, the first company, not person, they did switching with different what do you call that word? Ecosystem switching from different um device to device seemingly. They started it, but they give up the first company that did it, it was Microsoft. I don't know if you recall with the 1020 or 10 something phone. They started it,
oh really?
or with the 950 XL and 950. They started with those phones because I know because Eric was doing it. And then I
Yeah,
don't know what happened because you know how Apple wait and Apple took over, and I don't know what happened to Microsoft after that. They neglected that part,
yeah,
but they're the first company that did that. So for smartphone, what I hear, and Michael Pepper could vouch to this
mhm,
because he had the actual M1. He loved it, and from what I talked to him, he said it's a great device, and he had the base
yeah.
configuration. For me,
Oh, and no doubt
if
about
I
it.
were to get one, I'll get it 512 and 16 gigs
Yep,
because
yep, for
people
sure.
say it works perfectly. The only thing it lags when you're doing if you get the 8 gigs, it lags due to the fact of editing in Final Cut Pro. That's the only thing that I heard negative from different creators because I did a survey, talk to people before coming in
Yep,
because I said I can't talk from what I hear. I got to talk to people. You know, I speak to so
right,
many
right.
people that I
Get
can't mention
people's.
everybody, but I mentioned Michael because that's
Hmm.
the one that I remember. But that's the only thing that I heard from different people that Don't get 8, get 16. Just
Yeah.
8 if you're doing super basic editing, but if you're doing intermediate editing, it's not gonna work.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, after I mean, I just got this computer a couple months ago. So after my time with this computer, I'll definitely get an M1. Like that's for sure. I'm not leaving Apple. I'm telling you right now, with the experience that I have with the ecosystem and just like the productivity apps, like editing and stuff like that. Um, so
Yep, I'm just going back to the comment because I want to make sure that I don't miss nobody because I can't neglect my viewers either. I just want to see what Michael Pepper wrote over here.
yep.
So I have LG. What else you have? The Tab is 7 plus video. So I look. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yep.
So I
So
see. I just want to respond to this real quick. I see
okay.
Tech 702 is
Oh
saying why is AM so crispy? One, yes, it is the green screen, but two, I do have more lighting. My friend got me a really good lighting to actually I can show it here. This is my lighting thing that my friend got me. So I'm using that, and I just have more lighting around me. So that's probably why I look a lot better than what I used to.
yeah. Before
Yeah,
we
I'm
continue,
upgrading. Here's the thing. I'm upgrading little by little. So you know.
mhm. And also what I like about I know it's just a little off topic, but I want to say it fast. The green screen that he got, it's a minimal green screen, but what I like about it, it's not a big one to take a lot of space. It hook up to your chair, so I like that too.
Yep. I love it. Like
Um,
honestly,
After this, I'm gonna put a link
it.
to it. People who like to check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, no, so I was gonna get the like the bigger ones, like the square ones, but then first off was the pricing. It didn't fit my pricing, at least for right now. And then second of all, like I didn't, I didn't want something that I would have to build and take down every single time that I wanted it. Considering I have a very small space and there's no room that I can have a big one like that. So this suits me just fine. And I mean, like Tech Vini just said, it just comes to the back of my chair, and you know, I love it. Um, so if anybody needs something like this, that you can, and this is another thing that I like about it. It's mobile. So if you were to go out and you wanted to have the green screen, there's a little carrying thing that you can use, and you can just go anywhere with it. So it's really, really handy.
Oh yeah, that's what I like about it. Portability
Yeah.
and ease of use, and don't take a lot of space is good for your productivity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if the link didn't work. I'll put it on the description. It's too big. Yeah. hmm So yeah, so I wonder how fast it's gonna get when the 16 MacBooks come for this year. Because now what I like about Apple doing the M1 chip and the MX, whatever it's called, innovation
Hmm.
drive more innovation
Yeah.
than another company.
Oh, definitely. Um,
hmm
I don't know, man. Like I really want to see what they come up with next. Having this new chip is just a whole different ball
hmm
game when it comes to like speed and
hmm
everything. So
Thanks
to
for
see
coming in.
what's gonna happen next year is, man. Let me tell you this: the M1 chip to me is just mind
hmm
blowing. So to see what they're gonna do next year is actually this year, is gonna be amazing.
And you even with the Apple iPad, if you think about it, currently right now, it's capable of editing. I don't know how fluid, but it's doing 6K. So imagine
Yep.
without being fanless and a thin chassis. So I'm impressed with that. And I want to say, welcome, Ryan. Thanks for coming in. And yeah, so that's what I
Yeah,
like about it
definitely.
because honestly, it's just blind more. Look, I edit all my 4Ks on LumiFusion. I had no problem, like butter. I'm
Yep.
like, I can't believe it on a thin device, so thin they don't get hot, don't get nothing. And sometimes even one of my friends used it. Well, I was next to him because I don't like, that's a precious product. Not to be stingy, but when I pay so much for
Right.
it. But he be going to school for editing and all that, TV production, and he just showed me some stuff like this is what it's capable. I was like, wow. Oh, your boy's here. Thanks, Hugo, for coming in.
What's up, Hugo? What's up, man?
That's the guy
Yeah,
with the comedy.
I told I told him I'd be live today, so he's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'll come check it out for a little while. I have nothing to do." So,
Cool. That's what's up. Yeah, if you
very
like
good
what you
friend.
see, you could subscribe. If I bring you value and everything, you're welcome to become part of my journey. Much appreciate everybody's just here. Much love. Let's continue. Let's have fun. So
Exactly, man.
yeah, I heard the rumors about nano LED, something about the iPad. So I'm wondering how the
Yeah,
technology is gonna work.
I don't know. I mean, I think from what I heard, it's gonna
Hmm.
make things um, a lot more sharper when it comes to like the colors, like the blacks and everything. It's
Yeah,
supposed to make
reproduction
things a
color.
lot. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I haven't really got into it much.
So what
You
I
know,
heard
I mean,
about it, to be honestly, what I heard about it is that because of that form factor is going to get a little thick, so it's going to change the form factor of the Magic Keyboard accessory.
right. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So yeah, so now that we're talking about the iPad, we're talking about every event. The iPad is very powerful if you're doing general. Well, you could do general, intermediate, and sort of advanced depending on your career. Because if you're architect, you're not going to do that. But there's few people that is coding with the actual device. It's amazed me, doing
Mm-hmm.
coding and all that. I'm like, wow. They're like, oh, I'd rather code over here due to the fact that I'm doing an app for the actual iPad. So therefore, I code over here. It's much easier to do the work. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed for a little device it could do so much.
It. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, each year um, they make the iPad so much more powerful, and just the apps that they bring, once in a while is just amazing. Like you could literally, and I know people who run channels. I, for one, used to run my channel all on the iPad, and
Hey, welcome,
it,
amigo. Hi, Nikias, pronounce that correct.
Nikias, what's up, man?
Go ahead. My apologies.
No, no, no. So like, it is a little bit more complicated, but it is possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, El Jefe. To name some of the creators that I remember, El Jefe
Yep.
is still running every edit of the iPad Pro. You look at its crispiness and
See?
clearness
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it, it is like when it comes to video editing and just overall
welcome.
um thumbnail making and stuff, it's super useful. Super useful.
Yeah, what I like is the thanks for coming in and prepaid tutorials. What I like about it is it's much easier to do photo editing on that device than the computer. I'm not saying it's bad on the
Hmm.
computer, but you got the pencil. Paired with that, you
Oh
could do a
no.
lot.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, if
And even
I mean, if you don't want, obviously on the Macs, it's a lot better. But if you just want something that you can carry on the go, and you don't want like I'm not gonna say like heavy editing, because
mhm.
LumaFusion and stuff like that do a really good job. But if you want like something that's decent and stuff, LumaFusion is the way to go when it comes to editing. And the iPad is just amazing, like I said.
And I'll
And
tell
it's a
you
lot
something.
cheaper than the MacBook. So, if you want something that's on the go and you can take iPad, easily iPad Pro is the way to go.
And also, if you go look, because I did research, you'll be amazed. You put LumiFusion commercial done with it, you be like, wow, because it depends on the person's skills. You'll be like, oh wait, and I saw people that got paid for it doing commercials like that. Yes, they use their
Yep.
professional gear, but they rather edit on that because it's just small and they could go everywhere. And I was amazed the other day because I was doing research for this live stream, and I said, hold up, I had to go back because I saw something, the crispiness and combined with the DSLR and everything, and then the way they color grade. Even
Yep.
back in the days when the 18 iPad Pro came out, Jonathan Morrison proved it live. He did a live thing how they edit color correct. So
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah, he did that. He did. He went to like a conference or something somewhere on stage. He did it. He was kind of nervous, but he did it. So yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
also,
That's awesome.
folks, if you got questions, you can put in it. We'll answer to the best of our ability, just in case.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what you think about March event? Since Nikia said, I don't
Yeah.
know.
So, like, I said this on another stream. There is, like, I was confused that people, half of the people were saying that it was happening, half of the people weren't. Um, but now I'm getting more clarification that it is happening in March, just not on the 16th. So
Correct.
I you know I can't wait for like things like the iPad, um, the AirTags, which everybody's been waiting for a very long time, and just the overall experience. Let me ask you though, what
Mhm.
what would you prefer? The way that they're doing it now, or the live shows that people go to?
Well, right now, since the medicine industry is doing vaccines, doing most stuff, it could be live, but limited to certain people to get the testing and everything. I don't mind people going like that too,
Yeah.
because I don't want to miss the aspect of live. Okay,
Hmm.
so you could do both. Say, okay, let's do the virtual, and then we'll take 20 people. We'll make sure. But the part bad about that is that you got 72 or 48 hours, and between
Yep.
those hours, you still could get sick. So that's a trade off. Not to get into the
Right.
medicine part, but I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of creators over there a little bit, just on the safe side.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
gonna do the event, and then the creator's gonna get hands on for like 2 hours, and that's it. That's
Right.
not bad to
Right.
do both if it's
Oh
possible.
no. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. I mean, I personally love the way that they've been doing it now. Um, just like the transitions, the images,
Mhm.
it's so much better, in my opinion.
Just
Um,
remember.
oh wow. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I personally like the way that they're doing it now, and I think that they should keep it that way. But I do think that a lot of people would prefer, like you said, the live events where people are sharing. And I did like that way. It is a lot more entertaining, a lot more fun to hear everybody cheering and everybody clapping when they either announce a new product or even a new software. You know,
Yeah, it is true, but you know, as much as I love the virtual events, no shade to no company. This is how you do it. This is how you produce a live virtual
Yep.
event, because
Yep.
nobody else had matched them. They try, but
No.
no, you got
No.
to get the right people. Some people are not caught up to be in
I said
camera.
that. I said that to some of my Samsung fan friends. They kept saying, "Oh, but this is better," and I'm just like, "Listen, you've never watched an event. Like, honestly, um, there's, I'm not saying that the other events aren't good. They are,
They
but the
done.
way that
Mhm.
Apple crushed it, and the very first show that they did, um, virtual, they crushed it, and it was just amazing, really amazing.
Yeah, and it's not to say that Apple's the king of kings. No, I'm not saying that because
No,
every
no, no.
company they got their weakness, and it's called pros and cons. But
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
but
And I'm not saying this because I'm an Apple fan. I'm an Apple monster, but it's like they say, everything in its place. You know what I mean? Apple is good for some things. Samsung's good for some things. It all depends on preferences and stuff like that.
But that's one thing that we cannot deny. Apple does the Apple Drive innovation because they push other people to think. Even though Samsung do it first, but it's not about being first. I'd rather wait and get it correct. That's just my opinion. Some people be like, "Oh, but if you don't try and fail, the industry is not gonna move." Okay, it's a valid
Yep.
because my Samsung nice friends said it. It's a valid argument if you don't try and then Apple don't pick on it and then they don't do it better. It's true, but I just rather wait and get something better than get half baked. That's just my honest
Right.
opinion. There.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Any comments? Let me check. No, everybody's talking about general stuff. So yeah, so I wonder because the iPad becoming powerful. Getting back to the subject,
Hmm.
so now I'm thinking that the Mac Mini and the iPad is just neck and neck. Those two products
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Definitely.
mhm,
I mean, I've always heard that they wanted to have the iPad, as powerful as the MacBook. I personally don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, yes, it is powerful, but again, like I said earlier, everything in its place. The iPad is good for a lot of stuff, and the MacBook is good for a lot of stuff. It depends on preferences, but to say that it's gonna get up there side by side, I don't think that's gonna. You know,
no, it's
I
not. Um, I mean, probably the base model, the lowest end. That's why I say Mac Mini, the lowest end configuration, maybe, but that's
yeah,
getting close, not in part to part, because it's never gonna happen.
right.
But if you look at it, that's it's like Steve said when he was alive, radio communication, AirPod, internet and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And telecommunication.
Yeah,
So if you look at that Apple um, iPad, it's student regular office management. You could do office work with it. A little graphic designing. You could see it got numerous categories that you could work with it, depending on what type of person you are. You still could run a business with it because
definitely.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's what people seem to miss. I mean, portability and ease of use of your equipment make you better productivity for a better tomorrow. So that's what I'm
definitely,
doing.
De- definitely. So I see Tech Fowler's asking,
Mhm.
what will your next Apple purchase be? Um, my next Apple purchase would probably be um AirTags, depending on when those come out. Um, and I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe going to AirPods Pro. I have not decided yet. Um, so maybe that. Definitely iPhone 13 Pro. I've said this before. I have the iPhone 11 right now, and it's an amazing phone, but just what they're doing with the Pro lineup with the cameras and stuff, um, I would really love one. Like, I love what they did with the 12 Pro, and I would definitely upgrade to that, or even 13 Pro, depending on what's coming out. Um, with the iPhones.
Well, me, I'm thinking to leaning gets more like a Mac Mini, but the 5, 12, 16 gigs, because if I whatever I get, it's got to last me at least 4 years or five. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the best what I can within my money, but I'm not trying to sell myself short and then be like, oh, I got to upgrade again. That's a waste of money paying twice. I'm an advocate, and my
Right.
motto is paying once and paying for long term.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me go to Tech Valor. Do you think they are going to do the S12? Well, yes, because of the rumors of the number 13 in China and all those countries in Asia. So that's what I'm thinking. They're going to do the S12.
Yeah, and maybe they will. Um,
Because you know
so
that the
maybe
number 13
maybe
is
I'll
bad
even,
luck.
what is it?
The number 13 is bad luck.
True, true. So you think they're gonna skip the iPhone 13 completely and just do 12s and then go to 14?
Maybe I think, or didn't do 13 afterwards.
Yeah, I mean it's all up to them, but yeah, um, yeah. One thing that
Mhm.
maybe they can do is release the 12s and the 13. Um, because didn't they do that with the 11?
Yeah,
I
they
thought
got
they did.
no, not 11, but they got 11 and they got the 11 Pro. So
Oh
sort of kind
yeah,
of similar. But okay, let me break it down with this. You think about it, Asia is a big market, so they cannot afford to miss those numbers. So my
right.
personal opinion, I think they might skip the 13 due to the due to the marketing part of it. Well, I'd rather get those customers than not get them because a pure number, then I'm not gonna be, I'm gonna be close. Still, they're gonna be probably number one, but the more money that I have, the more better
Yeah,
customers.
yeah,
Let me go to this comment.
definitely.
So I went from an 11 Pro Max to a 12 mini. Only downside is more than 2 days battery. I still get a full day easily, and the camera are still great. Yes,
Oh wow.
depending on the type of person, yes, because a lot of people complain about it. I got one of my friends that
Yeah,
have it, the 12 mini, and he got rid of it because he couldn't handle the battery. But
right.
remember, he's always on his phone. So he don't have a tablet. He got a computer, but he's always on the
Yeah,
phone. So
that's the thing. Like, if you're not on your phone that much, um, then I think 12 mini is great. Um, but for me, I wouldn't get a small phone like that just because my hands are kind of big. So I'm already used to bigger phones. So I think between um, like I said, 12s or 13, whatever they do, um, and I'd probably go for the Pro if they do release a Pro, just because, like I said, it's a little bit bigger. Speakers are better, of course, and the cameras are better. So, I mean,
mhm. Well, the number
that's what I would do.
13, getting back to this comment, the number 13 and lucky number in Asia. Well, those are the rumors that I heard. I mean, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. So that's what I've been hearing. So I'm not, can't quote on me. That's what I heard. It's not officially documented.
Uh,
So yeah, getting to the 12, you know how you can, getting back to this Michael Pepper comment, you could offset
yep.
that with a battery that Apple do, like a battery bank and stuff like that.
Yes.
And that,
Yeah.
but then that's admitting that you have a problem with the battery because you're doing it. See,
Right. Right.
uh,
Yeah. But I mean, they've been doing that with a lot of phones lately. So, for them not to do it for that phone is kind of like, you know,
and also
weird.
the and
Um,
also the rumor saying that they're not gonna sell the phone no more. Have you heard about that?
yes, I heard, and that's another thing that confuses me. That they said that they weren't gonna sell it anymore, but there's so much more talk about it, and I see like a lot of people are buying it now. Well, not a lot of people, but there's some more people buying it, especially in the tech community that I've seen. A lot of more people that I know have been talking about it or buying it and reviewing it.
Yeah,
Even though
but
it's a little bit older.
you got to think about that's a niche of group of people. That's just one part of the equation of the world. So if you look at it,
Oh yeah,
yes, we're doing that because we got to, or not me, but some people doing it for their channel stuff like that. So you got to, it's like a 50-50. You know, you got to look at it both ways. Well, if the market's not buying it, so there's a reason that Apple and those rumors are coming up due to the fact they're not getting the funds
right.
or money worth out of the device.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, um,
So with the updates, getting switching the subject back as we talk about the phone, getting back to the laptops and all that. With the updates
sure.
and everything, how you think how they're doing with the new OS? It's a Big Sur. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes, yes. I love Big Sur. Like, there's a lot of people. Um, there was a couple of people that I know that said that it's battery draining and stuff like that. Which, yeah, I did find, um, you know, the first time that I transferred to that, um, it did drain my battery a lot. But I mean, other than that, it was fine. Like, it worked perfectly for me. I had no issues whatsoever. Um, so the new features and everything, I really love what they did with it. The overall look and everything is just amazing. I personally would love to see this kind of look, like the way the apps look. I would love to see that on iPhone. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't do that. So I'm hoping that they'll do it for iOS 15. We'll see.
But honestly, but people is not taking account. It's a first gen, not the product. It's a first gen product, and it's a first kind of gen software because they're integrating apps with the iOS. So people got to take consideration. Maybe this is the first year gonna get the growing pains, but after it's
Hmm.
established, it's like with 5G, an example. Everything is take time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure.
when it comes to Apple, people expect to be good, not
Right,
not bad. So let
right,
me give
right.
this comment, Margaret Pepper. Apple is really good with predicting their sales for them to slow down the production on it makes sense. They are getting ready for the next iPhones to go to development soon. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Definitely.
Let me go over here. Another
I got
comment. I got to the 3.5 in 4 hours of screen on time with 85% battery left on Mac OS. Oh, okay. That's the one that you have, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, battery life has been constantly good.
So
Okay, go.
there's a lot more a couple more creators bigger than me in here, and I wanted to ask you, and I want to ask you, Luis,
Mhm.
when the day of, do you guys upgrade the software the day of, or do you guys wait a couple of days or weeks um, until like another software comes out, or another like the point one or whatever comes out?
For me, honestly, I don't wait because I got the Apple, the iPhone, and the iPad. I don't wait. I don't know why. I
Okay,
never had
I'm glad I'm
problems.
not crazy then.
I since I started with Apple iPhone 7, I never had a problem. But
Me
when
either.
I get
Me either.
when I get the computer, it's gonna be a different story. I might wait like 3 days just to make sure.
Right,
But
right. I update right away, and some people are just like, "Why do you do that? Why don't you just wait a couple days?" And it's just like, because I'm a tech creator, so I have to upgrade and tell people what I think. You know, um, and that I know that I haven't really done a lot of software updates, but I am gonna get back to it. Maybe when iOS 15 comes around. But yeah, but I just see a lot of people saying to me like, "How do you not wait?" So I didn't know what other people thought, so I wanted to get people's opinions on that.
yeah, I don't wait. I'll be like, oh, it came out 2 seconds. I'm doing it. I don't know. I get anxious. I feel like my phone is just lagging. It's not lagging, but it's behind. Like, oh, you outdated because you got the new software. It's just a mind thinking. You know what I mean? Let me read
I,
this
I
comment. Every phone carrier after 6 months, if they have a back stock, a lot of them, these companies will throw them the phones to the customer as for free. Oh yeah, that's true. You can
oh
get
yeah,
deals. Yeah, go
for
ahead.
sure. No, I'm seeing my friend Hugo's comment. He has an upgrade. You're crazy. That's all I'm gonna say to you right now. I can't go any further than that because we're in a live stream. But
Yeah, but
You're crazy,
all
man.
yeah. I second that because it depends what type of, and you're a creator and you're in the common
And
industry and comedy and everything. You
no,
will,
to an extent, I understand. Like if you have, um, an older device and you're fine the way you are, and you just don't want to upgrade because you don't want to get bugs or slowdowns and stuff like that. Like I understand that, but I always suggest people do upgrade because and for one thing only, um and that's security. Like if you go onto the software page and you have an update and it says security, definitely upgrade to it because security updates are really really important, especially nowadays. You know,
and I agree because security updates give you the ability to be safe in the online payment
yeah,
industry. If you're buying stuff out of your iPad, I mean, it's
yeah.
good to be updated. In that
I,
sense, I understand. It's
I
just
know a lot of people. I know a lot of people who I've told this exact thing. Were like, "Oh, I don't care for the new features and stuff," and it's just like, okay, you don't have to. And this is what people have told me. I don't want to upgrade to this software because of the widgets and everything. You don't have to use the widgets. As soon as you upgrade, it's gonna stay the same. You're the one that's gonna uh, want to or not want to put the widgets on the screen. The widgets are not something that's going to change automatically. You know what I mean? So like I said, I personally would say update, and see how it goes. Now, I will say for people like Hugo who don't know, there are ways to transfer back if you have issues. So just look up if there there is a way to transfer back to the last one that you had, and just do that. But I always say take the risk, update. If it doesn't go well, then transfer back.
okay. I agree, but depending on the type of person, if they're not technically inclined like that or techy enough to go back, then they're afraid to switch because not see we're talking about you're talking about a group, but think about it. Not everybody is technically savvy, so you got to think about mom, pops.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm thinking about outside of YouTube. I'm thinking about the world. So you got to think of those
right,
other
yeah.
people. So okay, let me read this comment. I usually wait a couple days to update my OS, so the servers aren't bogged down as much. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. I actually had when it came to iOS 14, I had so many issues upgrading. It wasn't even funny because a lot of people were upgrading to it cuz everybody was excited for the widgets and everything. So I actually it got stuck. Okay. My phone got stuck in the middle of it, and then um it it acted like it did an upgrade, and then I had to. And then I had to go back and upgrade it again because they had pulled it and reset it like a couple hours later. It was like it was a mess when I did that.
Mm. Okay, let me read this comment from Michael Pepper. Be careful because you can't always revert back, which is true. I have been quickly to not sign older version anymore. So once you update, it can be no longer back. True, but yeah, I agree with him because not everybody
Yeah,
is know about technology like that.
yeah,
Technically
true.
savvy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely true.
So another thing that so we're talking about Apple. Apple amazed me with their stocks and sales. They keep rising. They keep going above of what they sold last year, and they keep going above and beyond. And I don't know how they do it because at this time is I don't want to say the word. I'm gonna call it virus because of the virus. I don't know how people
Yeah.
buy the stuff, but also we got to think about United States. We got the installment payments. So let me read this comment. I run betas. I really don't have any issues. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I had a bad experience when I tried to do it on my iPhone 8. That it crashed my phone. It took me 5 days to get it back, and now you have a backup phone. So since then, I vowed not to do it. But that's just me. Not everybody got the same issues.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know that they say not to do it for the main devices. I did once for iOS 13, and I said never again. But
Oh yeah, for the iPad, right?
what is it?
For the iPad, right?
Yeah, yeah. You remember that story, right? Because
Hmm.
I remember talking to you about it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a question for you.
it was crazy. Um, no, I don't. It's just like a. Hang on. Let me grab the link. Actually, TechFeed, do you have the link on Twitter? Can you
I
put it
try to
here?
link it, but it's too big. It won't let me link it. So I'm not sure how to do screen share. I could try
Oh,
if you want
hang
to
on.
screen share. I'm gonna try because
Yeah.
I'm not an expert.
Hang on 1 second. Um,
It's very affordable. It's less than $40, but it's good.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna
pull
try
it
this.
up and then.
And then you guide me how to screen share because I never did that. I tried last stream and I failed. Uh, Thanks for coming in, Mint. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
you lucky person. I don't say because I had nightmares. Even my phone shut down, wouldn't start. Hey,
all
thanks for
right.
coming in, Swarty. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Yep. I'm just okay. Now it's
Yes,
just click on
congrats.
the. You see the screen? Yep, right there.
Oh, I did
So
it.
this is the one
Okay.
I have. It's only $30. Depending on where you are and stuff. But I really like it because you guys can see here um, that it just goes to the back of the chair. And it comes with this little baggie that you can put it in. If you want to take it on the go or whatever. This is the straps. This is how it would look on the chair. And it's just super useful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is how it comes in when it comes in the mail. So I definitely suggest this to everybody and anybody who wants it. Who's looking for a green screen and they don't want to get those big ones. This is definitely the way to go especially if you're like me who has a small room. This is just amazing, and
Now,
it's cheap.
now let me go back to you. How would I go back to you?
Um, Hang on, I can do that.
Okay.
Stop screen.
Okay. Can I click on? Okay, give me a second. So if I want to click, I got it. Never mind. There you go.
Good.
Yeah. Let me wait. See this work. Okay. I got it. No, I
All
was trying
right.
to make you. I was trying to make you big so they could see the quality, but it's not working for me. Just on yourself.
Oh yeah, you just click the there's like a little square on my
Oh,
thing.
there
Yep,
you go. Got
right
it.
there.
See, look at the
Yeah,
quality of the actual green screen. Like Mike
it,
702
it, it's
says,
amazing. I
crispy,
mean, it's
clear,
amazing.
everything.
You know.
Hmm. Yeah, I learned something new. Thank you.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And I want to say
I
before we
definitely
continue,
think
yeah, sorry, before we continue, I want
I
to say
definitely think if you
congrats.
were to get it, you would love it.
Mhm. Yeah, I want to say congrats to her because she hit 7K. My apologies for interrupting you.
Oh no, it's okay.
Okay, let me go back. Again, it looks great, Apple Monster. I know Tech Valor has a divider and a green screen. What do you prefer?
I mean, like I said, I love the one I have. I haven't really messed around. This is the first time that I got a green screen, so I'm not familiar with too many green screens and stuff like that. Um, but like I
Look at
said,
that
this
comment.
is the ready
He
to
bought
go.
it. He bought it for $18.
Oh wow! On Amazon or somewhere else?
Yeah, let's wait for his response. Wow, $18? That's a steal.
Damn, damn.
And, and the
And
only thing that Green Screen is lighting. That's all.
yeah, one thing I am gonna say, um, I was expecting this on between March 1st and March 22nd, and it came 2 days ago. So, yes, and I think everybody should know this, but yes, it has the expectation dates, but it could come anytime sooner. So,
Yeah, I will pick one up. I'm gonna look at it after this. That'll be my birthday gift because my birthday's coming up.
definitely, definitely,
Hmm.
man, you would love it. Um, and especially for me, I think you've seen my videos, so like before
Okay.
when I would be talking about something, I'd put pictures on the corners or something. Now I can just use this, whenever I'm talking about different things.
Hmm. And so getting back to this, let me read this. I'm going to get one, put it backwards, and nobody has to see my ugly mug. But yeah, getting back to the subject. Also, what I like what Apple do. That's another thing. So we talking about everything Apple, even this year. The product read. That's one thing that I'm advocate because I know somebody because he's go to the AIDS organization foundation and I'm advocate that I know a family member that died because of that. So I'm glad
Yep.
that Apple is looking out for different charity and different companies.
Right. Right. Definitely.
So yeah, so Phone Tech at Work said this when he got it way back. I got it from Amazon. It took a
Oh.
month to get it, but it was a listing that was going after it.
Oh. Wow.
So that was way back
Wow.
in the day.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like I said, it for me, it took probably because I ordered it on the 17th of March, of February. And like I said, I got it 2 days ago. So it took me like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Not that bad. Like I said, it was only supposed to come like March 1st, March 22nd. So, I mean, and I think also it depends on the area you live in. Because this specific one that I just showed, I guess comes out of the country because I got an email saying that it had arrived in my country, like
Hmm.
2 days or 3 days before I got it.
Thank you, appreciate that. And also, don't forget to sub to Apple Monster people. If you're part of the replay crew, don't forget to hit like, comment. I appreciate everybody rocking with me. We're gonna continue. I'm gonna do 5 more minutes, and I appreciate everybody for being here. Let's continue. Before we get to the outro, I just want to say that I mean, I'm not. It's that I like Apple because Apple worked for me. I don't got none
Yeah.
against no other company because I prefer Android
Oh no,
operating
me either.
system. I like Android better for phones, but I'm sticking to Apple because I'm 85% converting to the Apple ecosystem. Yes, it's a trap. But you know what?
Mhm.
I'll give it. Handcuff me, take me. I don't care. Hey, if you working, I need ease of use. I'm the type of age that I don't need to work hard, work smarter. If you're gonna make the
Right.
process 2 minutes, then 5 minutes, I'm sticking with 2 minutes. It's
Yep.
not about the company, it's about whatever works. But since Apple's working, I'm happy with it.
And it's about preference too. Whatever works for you. If you're somebody, um, you know, you like Apple software and stuff like that. Apple's gonna be the way. The way I look at it is whatever, and this might not be true for everybody, but whatever you started out with as your first smartphone is the one you're gonna go to. So if you started out with an iPhone, you're gonna want iPhone all your life. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's not the same for everybody, but for me, it is. You know,
Well,
because
for
I,
me,
I remember my first smartphone was an iPhone, and then I went to a Samsung. I had that Samsung for like two years. I liked it. Not it wasn't that I didn't like it. I just preferred iPhone because I was already so used to how everything worked.
And can I say one more thing before I end this? Some people, I started with Android. I still like Android more, the phone part. The rest I like Apple. But the thing is that some people be like, I use Android, but I never go back. But you're talking about 5 years ago, 10 or 8, or 7 years ago. It was not there yet.
See, that's where I say never.
Correct.
Never say never. Because there's a lot of people, especially my friends, who have said, "Oh, I'm never gonna get an iPhone," and then like months later, "Oh, I got an iPhone." So never say
Okay.
never.
I have both iPhone and Android. I only use my Android as a backup. Okay, that makes sense. So your team hybrid. A lot of people out here. Yep, you use all the operating system. That's good.
Wow, man,
Not for long.
that's skill, Michael. That's skill.
Hmm. Well, I don't know what that means, Nia, but I thought she mean snow, but I guess. I mean, yeah. So with that said, I'm gonna close it. And before I close it, I want to get the floor to Apple Monster so that they could reach them, find them. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody
Thanks, man.
rocking with me.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and do all those wonderful things. With that, I appreciate everybody. Go ahead, then I'll close it.
No, want to thank you, Tech Feed Needs, for inviting me. Really had fun. Um, we got to do it again sometime, and you got to come
Oh
to
yeah.
my Saturday stream sometime too, as well.
Hmm.
But if you guys like the stream, like it up, subscribe to me, subscribe to Tech Feed Needs, of course, and I'll see you guys over on my channel sometime.
With that said, I'm gonna repeat my outro like my outro. Don't forget to tune in same time, same channel next week. With that said, peace. Have a wonderful week. Bless. I'm out. Take care, folks.